in Moot competitions, I guess you know why you should participate in a Moot competition. Are you guys clear on that? Like, what are the benefits? What will you get out of it? Are you guys aware? Okay. So, the two most important things in a Moot competition is, let's say, first is a memorial, and second is your oral arguments. So, when I was, lucky enough to judge the memorials for this competition, and some of them were very good. Can't tell the answer right now. Sorry for that. So, what happens is in your memorials, you guys have to be brief. Brief in the sense, mention everything you can, put out the case laws, and try to put the recent case laws as possible. But again, you have to see that the case laws are relevant. You have to put out the relevant paragraphs. Try to make a compendium as well. You guys know compendiums? All right. So try to add compendiums to your memorials. And if your oral arguments are, let's say, 30 minutes. Now I don't really know the time limit for this competition, but generally I can assume it's around 30 minutes. Is 30 minutes? 35 per team or in total? All right. So let's say there are two speakers. So let's say there are two speakers who have 35 minutes, and there must be rebuttals as well. Okay. Let's assume 30 minutes. So there are two speakers. One speaker will take 15 minutes, and the other speaker will take 15 minutes. That concludes your 30 minutes. Now, what students or participants, and what even I used to do when I used to participate, is that we will plan out our entire speech, we will see the arguments, we will try to make out our arguments, and we will run a clock, a timer, and we will speak for 15 minutes per speaker. And that used to work pretty well when we used to practice alone. But the moment we go in front of a judge and they start asking questions, our time was thrown off. So what happens is, in this case, you guys have 7 issues. That's a lot of issues. The competitions I have participated, there are not more than 4 issues in total. So what we used to do, 2 issues I'll do, 2 issues my speaker, my other participant will do. So whenever we used to go, we used to open our mouth, we used to say something. Judges will stop us, they will start asking us questions. And that 15 minutes just vanish in the air. And we are not even done with the first issue. What about the second issue? No one cares. Then same thing will happen with the speaker number 2. They'll come, judges will ask question. They can't move on to issue number 4 or whatever they want to say. Judges will be like, just get done with the prayer and time's up. Can't do anything. So what I will suggest you, maybe you guys have already prepared the script for this one, but for subsequent ones or the ones you should do, is that if you have 30 minutes of your time for entire mood, keep your arguments at most for 10 minutes only, and leave out a major chunk of the portion for the judges. And luckily, if judges don't ask you questions, that again goes in your favor. That means, you've convinced judges earlier on, and you've saved time. People love saving time. What I will suggest you do in moot court competitions is, well, let me take an example of contract act. What are the essential elements of contract acts? Anyone know? Want to share? Please, anyone? Yes, please. Yeah, see, that's right. I was not testing you. It's pretty simple. The point is, the example was for whenever you give your argument, you tell the judges what do you want from them and how should they give it to you. As simple as that. Some judges might want to hear the story behind it, but emotions, morals doesn't really play a part in this. You tell judges what do you want and why do they have the power to give that to you. Is there any statutory objection? Is there any limitation? Should they give you? Should they not give you? As my previous speaker also said, you have to make the chain out of it. You have to follow the procedure that that there is checklist. Judges should first see this, then this, then this, then this. If all the checklist is complete, you will get what you want. And yeah, I guess that's it from my side. Thank you.
Would have followed when they were in law school and other people I know. So very quick points, and I think you can also note it down if you want to. Or I think your mind is efficient enough to note down it. So some basic things that you already know, but should very strongly follow is first of all your internships. I don't know if you realize the importance of internships or not right now is, but what internship helps you is to identify your area of domain that you want to pursue later on in your life as a lawyer throughout your life. Internship is a time when you can actually experience all the aspects of law, any part of law that you want to, whether it would be criminal, civil, IP, anything, mediation, arbitration. Do you want to go into a firm practice? Do you want to go into a litigation practice? Want to go into in-house practice? Everything. Internship is the time to experience it all. Please try to maximize your internship experience and try to identify your domain that you want to pursue further into by end of fourth year, fifth year, and then actually get into that aspect when you actually pass your law. So internships, first of all, are a very important aspect of your law school, which you should emphasize on. Second, being your competitions like this present one in which you are participating. What these competitions give out to you is the experience of how a real litigation situation happens, or how a real situation will happen when you will become a lawyer. It gives you an experience, an actual experience of what will happen when you will be standing before a judge in a court. So maximizing this is also a very important aspect. Participating in this, I'm very happy to see so many participants in this competition. Like this, also keep participating in moot courts, ADR competition, other competition that you get a chance to. Number third being workshops. See, law is we have so many lawyers. Law is a very diverse field. You should have a role model in law. Someone has done what you want to achieve in life. Someone has achieved that part. Please try to follow his steps. What has he done? How has he started? We have social media. We have LinkedIn, Google, Instagram, so many legal websites in which you can get to know about a person as much as you can. So try to find someone who has done what you wish to achieve in life and try to follow his footsteps. What has he done in his initial career? How has he started? How has he done? And try to go on these steps as much as you can. So attending these workshops, everything can help a lot. The last one being, and a very important aspect in law, is networking. So law is a community field in which you can only succeed as per se as we can say, in only if you communicate and network with people in your field. So networking is a very important thing, and we being in 2024, we have so many means of networking with any person that we want to. Because of our mobile and the social media handles, we can communicate and interact with any person that you like to. We have email IDs, LinkedIn is a source. I think you should, I cannot even emphasize enough how much you should maximize that your source LinkedIn. I mean, you can get into places you can never even imagine because of this one platform, LinkedIn. Please start using LinkedIn if you have not created account, which I believe you should not have done so. But even if you have not created account, or is not using LinkedIn actively, please start doing so from day one. From today evening, download LinkedIn, maximize your usage of LinkedIn as much as you can. Start creating posts, liking posts, following people that you see are potential role models, and so on. So these are some small things I'm sure which you must know, but just reiterating for your. Yes. अच्छा.
क्रिप्टो के ऊपर जो हमारी गवर्नमेंट की पॉलिसीज है वो शायद 30% की है कि उसमें उन्होंने वर्चुअल डिजिटल एसेट्स में उन्होंने डाल दिया एक एक्ट बना के, लेकिन फिर भी हम क्रिप्टो एक दूसरे को इजीली ट्रांसफर करे जा रहे हैं। और सबसे बड़ा उसमें मुझे मेन जो लगा कि मैंने किसी से बॉम्बे में क्रिप्टो परचेज किया, मैंने उसके अकाउंट मतलब उसने मेरे अकाउंट में पैसा ट्रांसफर कर दिया, मैंने उसको क्रिप्टो ट्रांसफर कर दिया, फिर उस बंदे ने कंप्लेंट लॉन्च करी साइबर क्राइम में और वो मेरा पैसा होल्ड करा दिया। अब उस पैसे को रिलीज कराने के लिए या तो मैं बॉम्बे जाऊँ, तो इस केस में हमारी गवर्नमेंट क्या कर रही है, जबकि एज पर एक्चुअल प्रोसेस हम वी हैव पेड एक्सचेंज प्रोसेसिंग फीस और टीडीएस आल्सो इन दैट पर्टिकुलर केस। तो उसमें हमारा क्या फॉल्ट है भाई, अगर डिजिटल एसेट्स हम किसी दूसरे बंदे को ट्रांसफर कर रहे हैं, हमने यूएसडीटी ट्रांसफर किया, हमने और अगर हमने एम कॉइन या और कोई कॉइन हमने ट्रांसफर किया, तो हमारे पास पैसा आया और हमने उसको अपना डिजिटल एसेट ट्रांसफर कर दिया, हमारा डिजिटल एसेट से ट्रांसफर हो गया, लेकिन उसने एक कंप्लेंट लॉन्च करके हमें साइबर क्राइम में, क्योंकि इन्होंने हमें फ्रॉड किया और बाई मिस एप्रोप्रिएशन और मिस ट्रीटमेंट से हमारा पैसा ले लिया, और तो हमारा पैसा ब्लॉक हो जाता है। इंस्टीड वो मेरे अकाउंट में ब्लॉक नहीं होता है, अगर वो मैंने किसी फर्दर और अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर कर दिया तो उनके अकाउंट्स में वो उतनी अमाउंट हर बार ब्लॉक हो जाती है। तो इसके लिए हमारी गवर्नमेंट कुछ ऐसा कोई रेगुलेशन या कोई ऐसी चीजें हैं? थैंक यू।
क्रिप्टो अभी इस टाइम पे ऐसा है, हम कहते हैं उसको ग्रे एरिया। तो क्रिप्टो को हम किसी लॉ से गवर्न नहीं करते, बल्कि हम एक्सिलरी लॉ से करते हैं, जैसे इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट हो गया, आपको आपके अलग जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट्स हो गए, उनसे हम क्रिप्टो की इस टाइम पे रेगुलेशन करते हैं, उनकी ट्रांजैक्शन को रेगुलेट करते हैं हम क्रिप्टो की। तो जैसा आप केस बता रहे हैं, इसका जैसा आपने बताया, अभी कोई ऐसा फोरम नहीं है जिसमें हम जाके क्रिप्टो की कंप्लेन कर सकें कि जी हमारे क्रिप्टो इनके अकाउंट ट्रांसफर हो गए थे, नहीं है। इसको हमने थ्रू जुडिशियल चैनल्स ही करना पड़ता है। तो आपको मैं सोल्यूशन दे सकता हूँ जैसे करना हो, पर इस टाइम ऐसा कोई पर्टिकुलर फोरम नहीं है जिसमें आप जा सकते हैं। सही कहा आपने, बिल्कुल बनना चाहिए, एक्ट आना चाहिए, क्योंकि इतनी एनएफटी ट्रांजैक्शंस हो रही हैं, इतनी वेब3 ट्रांजैक्शंस हो रही हैं। कोई ऐसा ओम्बुड्समैन प्लेटफॉर्म आना चाहिए इंडिया में जहाँ पे इसकी कंप्लेंट्स, जैसे बाकी फाइनेंशियल कंप्लेंट्स जाती हैं, इसकी कंप्लेंट्स भी स्पेसिफिकली जानी चाहिए, पर इस टाइम प्रोविजन नहीं है। बनना चाहिए, पर इस टाइम आपको ट्रेडिशनल अपने लिटिगेशन मेथड या नोटिस मेथड या कंप्लेन मेथड से ही जाना पड़ेगा, अनफॉर्चुनेटली।